Oh my goodness, the spring sale is officially here. Now, as always, welcome back to this channel. Now, today we're going to be talking about literally everything that we're seeing right now with the LEGO spring sale. Now, we're going to be talking about Kohl's, we're going to be talking about Amazon, we're going to be talking about Lego.com, we're going to be talking about Target, and a few other stuff. But at the end of the day, if you guys are looking into the deals and already have seen some of the deals, I'll be completely honest, I'm a little bit shocked at what we've been seeing, especially day one. Now, at the end of the day, I'm also going to be predicting what we might see throughout the next 3 days as the sale continues to go on. And I'm going to be comparing and talking about what we saw last year compared to what we're seeing right now. So, before we do go and start today's video, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you're not missing everything. Please like this video. Let's go ahead and go straight over to Lego.com and check out exactly what's going on. Now, as you guys have seen some of my other videos, I've been talking about this sale, which is going to be the double points. Now, this one's been going out for quite some time. Now, this double point sale will be kind of discontinued tomorrow, so keep that in mind. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of exciting stuff going on. But as always, I've already talked about all these deals, so I'm just going to kind of slowly scroll through these. If you guys see any you maybe have questions on, please comment that down. I'd love to answer your questions. But the sales is pretty okay with that. I mean, nothing insane, but here's where it gets incredible. Now, lately, Lego has really been, I mean, I don't know what's been going on. Maybe they're going through their warehouse or their facility where they're storing all these Lego sets and finding maybe old crates that they didn't realize they had. So the thing is, they kind of randomly say, you know what, we found this in the back of the warehouse, we're going to list it very quickly, and if you guys happen to refresh your page when this is, congratulations, you have the opportunity to buy it. Kind of like 50-50 chance, kind of the lottery type of system there. So you can never guarantee if you're going to be able to find it, but as always, we've seen some of this today. Now, as always, I think it's very, very interesting with this one, because this one I was a little bit shocked to see when the sale started. The Halloween pumpkin. Now, if you guys are new to LEGO investing or new to the LEGO community, this was a promo. Now, this is a brand new LEGO set. It's $20, but I'm a little bit shocked about this because it is indeed a promo. I believe it was for Halloween 2 years ago. So, I mean, it's been some time, but I guess it did really, really well, and LEGO decided to bring it back as an actual LEGO set. So, a little bit disappointed about that, but as always, this is definitely something I'm still going to be buying. I've actually already placed an order for 5 of these, so I think it could be a pretty good investment. Heading over to the next one. Now, this one is a little bit shocking, and I'm a little bit disappointed about this because now this, if you guys have seen some of my other videos, these Spider-Man Across Spider-Universe is supposed to go out in July. It's supposed to retire. But the thing is, as we've seen with all the other collectible minifigures throughout the last 3 years, they usually sell out before that. Usually a few months. And what I'm afraid of is we just saw it officially retire. Now, to everyone that ended up picking up a copy, congratulations. Now, I had no idea this went on sale because I woke up way too late today, and by the time I double checked everything was basically sold out. So, a little bit disappointed about that, but as always, definitely a lot of incredible stuff about this. 30% off. I think this will do quite good in the secondary market, but as always, congratulations to everyone that got their hands on it. I know there's actually a lot of people that ended up missing it because the sale just went through really, really quickly. Another thing is Speed Champions. Now, my first year doing LEGO investing, I hyped up Speed Champions through the roof. Now, 2 years later, this is my third year doing LEGO investing, Speed Champions is not the best thing to invest in. I'm just going to say that in the nicest way possible. It is not the best thing to invest in. I've had a really hard time selling some of these LEGO sets, and honestly, sometimes they don't even make a good profit and go above MSRP. Sometimes they actually drop a few dollars. So you have to get it on a sale, like this sale, 40% off. But to an extent, I mean, there's a good chance, I mean, this has even been on sales all over, left and right, all over. So, I mean, I'm predicting maybe this will go for like $40 in the secondary market, and over the course of a few years, it'll hopefully do better. But as always, this one sold out pretty quickly too. And then we got the Ford Mustang Dark Horse sports car. This one was also 40% off. A little bit disappointed I wasn't able to get either one of those, but as always, this is still a pretty good sale. And just kind of talking about this really quickly, I don't know exactly what to think on this. Because this is kind of the first time we've been really seeing LEGO do this. Now, what we saw last year is when they did their Easter sale, they did, I don't know exactly what exactly they did. I know they did the deals. They might have did, I think they did double points, and they did a really good promo. As always, the deal happened with the rest of that, just the rest of all of it. So I think it's really interesting why the sale never happened, and the same time as Amazon sale, boom, a few go out. So I think it's really, really odd with what LEGO's doing. Maybe they're feeling like they need to kind of compete with Amazon. Maybe just something's going on that we don't fully know. But as always, I think some of these deals are still really good. I think there's a really good chance as Amazon keeps launching new deals every single day, there's a good chance we might see more stuff listed on for sale on this. So as always, I'd definitely keep your eyes bright open, refreshing your pages maybe every 2 or 3 hours to see if there's anything new, because I've seen a few new deals pop up over maybe the last 5 hours. So I think that's all good. But at the end of the day, heading straight over to Amazon, I'm going to be completely honest. I'm a little bit shocked about the beginning sale. Now, there's been not that much that's really happened. I was kind of expecting, boom, sale, 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 sale. And honestly, the best I'm seeing is 20% off. And if you guys have seen some of the deals on Amazon before, 20% off is kind of the typical for Amazon. Honestly, you can be shopping at 3 a.m. for a LEGO set, middle of the day, no holidays are within a few, maybe like 3 months, maybe in the middle of June. No deals, no sales going on, but the chances of you finding 20% off is very, very high. And I think it's very odd, but at the end of the day, that's just kind of how it is. And I'm a little bit disappointed about this. Now, one thing we saw is the LEGO Lamborghini. Now, this one is 30% off. But the thing is, I feel like this doesn't really fully count because we've seen a lot of cars like this in the past few years that have gone 40, even 50. And I think I've seen them maybe 60% off during Black Friday. So I feel like comparing the data on this to 30% off isn't that great, isn't that attractive of a sale. So I definitely think maybe LEGO's trying to build up hype. Maybe, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, or maybe Amazon could be building up hype. But something I saw today, and this was something I was very, very happy with, is the Santa's delivery truck. Now, this already retired, and it is 50% off. So this just shows Amazon does have a lot of lingering stock, which isn't the best, but 50% off definitely will hurt the MSRP price on that. But as always, if you guys have the opportunity to maybe buy a few of these, I know I bought as many as I could, which was 3. So keep that in mind. I definitely recommend you guys considering to check this out. It's really good. So as always, this is a fantastic sale. But again, I'm a little bit shocked at day one. I was expecting there to be more sales. And then now they don't have it anymore, but when you click over here, you're able to see today's deals. Now, they don't have that tab up anymore, so I think that's a little bit odd. But when I clicked on it this morning, there's only 5 LEGO sets for the spring sale, which I think is a little bit confusing and a little bit like what is kind of going on. But at the end of the day, 5 is still better than none. So, going over to Target, I'm going to say 2 years ago, the year I started doing LEGO investing, we saw a lot. I mean, the LEGO Circle deals, just Target Circle deals, was kind of the big thing. I mean, it was good. And I will say, I don't really know what's happening. I will say these sales are kind of a joke in a way. I mean, $14 to $12.79. Woo, you're saving a little less than 10%. I mean, it's just not the best sales I've ever seen. So, who knows what's going to happen. Of course, we could see a lot more happening in the next few days. Crossing my fingers, hoping we do see that. But at the end of the day, these sales are a little bit shocking to me. So keep that in mind. I will say I feel like a lot of people are trying to compete with Amazon because Amazon is just kind of the big boy in the retail. It's just the giant retail market. So at the end of the day, One of my top is Amazon, so I think Target is feeling a little bit threatened by that, so they're kind of copying the same thing. We've seen it all over. And going over to Kohl's, we've seen pretty good deals from this. Now, what's funny is Kohl's has never been my go-to store for stuff like this, but Kohl's was actually one of my top sales during Black Friday. And again, I'm just kind of shocked on these deals. I mean, again, this is kind of my go-to right now, and I mean, the deals on this is actually quite good. I mean, we're seeing quite a lot of deals. I mean, 20% off is kind of the usual right now, but I will say, day one, I am feeling a little bit shocked on what we are seeing. I mean, I don't even have words to kind of explain what how much hype was built up around this by Amazon, Target. I mean, so much hype was built up to a very small and kind of a sad sale. So at the end of the day, I'm going to constantly keep you guys updated on some sales that are coming up. And as always, I can't do videos constantly, so I'm going to be letting you guys know on deals popping up in the post recommendations. So if you guys just want to check those out, you can find those there. Now, I did an update on spring sales almost here, but as always, I still think there's a lot of potential. And again, clicking on this is going to go till, I mean, I don't know why the screen's so small, but you know what? We're going to try a different way. We're just going to click up here, spring sale. Now, it's going to go till, I think it's the 28th. I don't fully know, but let's just say the 28th for now. But as always, I think there is so much potential. There's going to be different sales every single day. That's what we started to see with Black Friday. We saw a lot of different sales every single day, and it was just kind of frequently different. As always, I definitely think there's a lot of potential in seeing different stuff. I think there's a really good chance Lego's going to kind of copy that same idea and post random stuff every single day. So I think the idea is, and your best bet in this is have all the pages pulled up, kind of like how I have, and just refresh every so often. I mean, it's as easy as just maybe refreshing every 30 minutes. I mean, or maybe every morning for the next 3 days. So I definitely think there's a lot of potential around this. I definitely recommend you guys checking it out too. But as always, sadly, this is going to be the end of the video. If you guys like these types of videos, please subscribe, hit the notification on all so you're not missing every video, and please like this video. Thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys hopefully in tomorrow's video where we will be talking about a lot more upcoming deals. And as always, we posted a lot of upcoming brand new videos like 30 Lego investments I'm buying in 2026. I strongly recommend you guys checking that video out. I talked about a lot of great information that you guys might want to know. So as always, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace